Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Best Practice Seminar. I'm very pleased to have been invited by Rita, and very sadly, I could not be there with you today. I miss you all, and hi, nice to meet you to all the new people attending the Best Practice Seminar. Hope to meet you in person somewhere very soon. So I was invited by Rita to talk about the perspective from WHO about swimming and water safety training in school, and the insights that we got from surveying countries for the global and European regional status report on drowning prevention. So globally, for those of you that are not as familiar with the topic, around 90% of all drowning deaths happen in low and middle income countries, highlighting this as a major global health concern. So children are especially at risk, making up a large proportion of these fatalities. So lack of access to swimming education and water safety and safe water environments further increases their vulnerability. So today I will explore what WHO has learned about, in particular, water safety training in schools globally and in Europe, and why the educational sector is a critical partner. So swimming and water safety are increasingly included in school curriculum worldwide. So you can see this on the chart on the side of the slide. So, but yet the scope remains very limited. So while many countries recognize their effectiveness, few have national policies mandating such training, and the existing programs show uneven coverage with disparities between urban and rural areas, private and public schools, and well-resourced versus low-resourced institutions. So the chart on the side shows the results from the Global Status Report on Drowning Prevention. And as you can see, although Europe is the leading region regarding implementation at the national level of swimming and water safety training in school curriculum, with 48% of the countries surveyed reporting this intervention at the national level, there are still many barriers. And some of them are the lack of trained instructors, which limits the effective teaching and learning process. Many schools face limited access to safe water spaces. It doesn't need to be a swimming pool, but safe water spaces. So this restricts a lot the practical lessons. Insufficient funding for programs hinders the expansion and resource availability. The absence of standardized curricula or safety protocols leads to inconsistent instruction, and crowded academic priorities often push water safety down the agenda. So several countries in Asia and Pacific have reported having had success with school-based survival swimming programs. In Europe, in particular, some countries are applying an emerging concept of aquatic literacy and water safety competencies, utilizing natural water bodies under safety supervision, and have shown that this enhances learning and community engagement. So evidence indicates that children trained through school initiatives retain essential skills and are more likely to practice safe behaviors near water, reducing drowning risks. So swimming and water safety education are vital, as highlighted by WHO's endorsement of these skills as proven and life-saving interventions. So schools provide an equitable platform reaching children from all backgrounds. So teaching water safety behaviors early through structured curricula establishes lifelong protective habits, much like other essential safety and health education. So as you know, effective prevention happens when change occurs at both the macro and the micro levels of this spectrum. And we need to move drowning prevention more and more beyond the health sector. And this is where we see other government sectors being involved in drowning prevention by country income level, shown in this chart. So you see that education is still not playing the major role here, but it's key to work with nations in need to improve water safety education within the schools system. And why is this? Well, schools offer structured delivery through timetables, assessments, and teacher training. Their existing systems enable easier multi-sector collaboration, connecting education, health, disaster management, and local groups. Integrating water safety into various subjects fosters resilience and equips communities, especially in flood-prone areas, and to respond effectively to emergencies. So progress is seen when teachers are trained as water safety facilitators, enabling broad reach even where professionals are scarce, utilizing, for example, portable pools, village ponds, and secure community sites ensures accessibility while maintaining safety standards. You don't need a swimming pool in every community. Sustainable impact comes from embedding the survival, swimming, water safety, and swimming lessons into national curriculum, and forging partnerships with sports federations, NGOs, life-saving organizations, rather than relying on one-off projects. To finish, I would like to show you that the global strategy for drowning prevention, which was launched at the World Conference on Drowning Prevention in Egypt last year. I know that many of you attended and were there, and were pleased to see a plenary session just dedicated to this intervention, to one intervention that I will talk really soon. But this is an initiative led by the Global Alliance for Drowning Prevention and WHO. And it is supported by 6 strategic pillars and 10 priority interventions to guide global to local evidence-informed collaborative approach to drowning prevention for the period 2025 to 2035. So its primary aim is to help countries effectively concentrate their efforts on a 35% reduction in drowning deaths by 2035, focusing on 3 broad and intersecting domains: people, places, and contexts. You see here the wheel with these 3 intersecting domains, the 6 pillars, and the 10 priority interventions. We will focus on the swimming very quickly. So one of the priority interventions in the global strategy for drowning prevention is swim, boost swimming and water safety skills. As you can see, the strategy guides and provides key actions to boost swimming and water safety training aimed at actors at different levels, from global stakeholders to community and individual partners. At the country level specifically, the strategy clearly guides countries to establish policies and allocate resources for universal access to swimming and water safety training, and supporting inclusion in school curriculum, ensuring national reach. So, as we conclude, and you will have many good presentations today and throughout your day, please consider if school-based swimming and water safety training can save thousands of lives each year, what support do countries need from international organizations to effectively integrate these programs into their national curricula? Reflect on needs such as technical guidance, curriculum materials, instructor training frameworks, sustainable funding, evidence of cost effectiveness, and learning networks. I hope you all have a very fruitful day today, and I'm looking forward to discuss next steps with you. Have a great day in the sunny Canary Islands. Thank you. Bye-bye.